Hey everybody, Toki here. I'm just do a quick video. A friend of mine asked me yesterday how I get such high DPS and damage with Focus Rage build. Now, this is what I use both PvE and PvP, and I mostly PvP, do Battlegrounds, rated Battlegrounds. But when I do PvE, such as Mythic Plus, I'll change only 2 talents around right here in this row. Depending on the Mythic dungeon, if there's going to be a lot of mobs, and I'm going to need to CC, then I'll go with Shockwave. Otherwise, I'll use Double Time. I never use Defensive Stance in the Mythic dungeon. I'll switch over to Bounding Stride. And I do use Focus Rage and PvP because it works well with Sharpened Blade. Now I know Focus Rage only increases each stack increases your Mortal Strike by 15% in PvP versus 30% in PvE. But Sharpened Blade, your Mortal Strike deals additional 30% damage with 3 stacks of Focus Rage, which you go up to 45%. You get a good chunk of damage from Mortal Strike using Focus Rage with Sharpened Blade and PvP. Anyway, get right down to it. Now I'm going to say this is on the training dummy. So fights change in, whether it's PvE, PvP, you got movement, certain mechanics that you gotta take in consideration when actually versus, whether it be, a dungeon or raid boss or, other players in PvP. Now, like I said, it's a training dummy, single target. Basically, I charge in, and when I charge, I'll do hit Focus Rage, and I'll slam. And also I have Battle Cry macroed into my charge. I'll get, so that way I get a good chunk of rage going on. And basically, you're going to hit slam, trying to fish for a tactician proc, while keeping your damage up with auto attacks and slam thrown in there. Now, you don't want to spam slam. Basically, you want to, once you're over a certain rage percentage, you want to hit slam so you're not rage cap. And anyway, and also you really want to blow up Focus Rage in your Battle Cry window. When you hit Battle Cry, you want to spam Focus Rage like there's no tomorrow for those 5 seconds. And that's pretty much it. It's not really that hard. It takes some adjustment, I will admit that, compared to, like, say if you're going with a Mortal Combo build. But anyway, basically, when I do get those tactician procs, as soon as I get a tactician proc, I'm gonna hit Colossal Smash. No matter if I'm at 1 Focus Rage stack, 2 or 3 or whatever. All right, I'm gonna hit Colossal Smash, hit Focus Rage again, and then hit Mortal Strike. Get those big hits in with Mortal Strike. Another thing, I do have the legendary ring, Alea's Stone Heart, that gives you those free procs on Execute. If I get a tactician proc with a proc from the ring, I'm going to hit Colossal Smash and then get that free Execute in there. Get that huge damage from Execute. And that's pretty much it. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not by any means an expert arms warrior, but I have been playing the class for 12 years. It's my only character that I've been playing since the game's launch. So I know the warrior class pretty well, and I understand it. Now, with the release of Legion, at first the Focus Rage build, I didn't get it. It felt very clunky and odd to me. Then discovered this thing called the Arms Compendium that someone put on Google Docs. There will be a link in the description to it below, so check that out. If you're an arms warrior and you're not sure if you want to play Focus Rage build or not, read the Arms Compendium. It goes over the build and the rotation a lot better than I can explain, and it helped me out tremendously. And that's pretty much it. It explained how you use slam to get those tactician procs. Went over some macros and things like that. Now, also I'm going to say on this training dummy, I'm not using any buffs, no flask or potions or none of that. It's just bare bones. And like I said, I'm on a training dummy that's sitting there not doing jack shit. So this is take this with a grain of salt, because you know you're doing a mythic dungeon, a raid, or PvP. There's a lot of things that can change your DPS and damage output. You got to take in consideration, like I said, mechanics and things of that nature. Or if it's player versus player, counters that, and absorbs and things like that other classes have. But basically, my rotation doesn't change in PvP or PvE. It's a little different in PvP, being that none of my relics or work on my artifact weapon. So it's harder for me to, I gotta use slam more often and things like, to get a tactician proc. And also if it's like if it's like 2 or 3 players, I'm in the battleground, charge into a group, I'm gonna hit Whirlwind and Cleave and Whirlwind. And also another trick I use is, for example, you want to really just push your DPS just a little bit, give it a little bit of a boost. When Battle Cry's off a cooldown, say Colossal Smash is on cooldown, and hit Focus Rage, you get 1 Mortal Strike in. It's not going to do that much because Colossal Smash is on cooldown. You hit Battle Cry, you hit Warbreaker, you hit Whirlwind. This especially works good in groups, a mob in a mythic dungeon or a raid, or even like a group of other players in like a battleground. This is because Battle Cry, as you know, you'll get that Corrupted Blood of Zakaj debuff. Warbreaker gives them the Colossal Smash debuff, and then Bladestorm will help spread that Corrupted Blood of Zakaj debuff. So that works good on when you got groups or mobs. And that's pretty much it. I always use, and generally I try to like time it to where I can Battle Cry and Avatar at the same time. I don't have the macro. I know some people do. I like having them separately. Pretty much because some of the talents I'm running, Anger Management and Deadly Calm, reducing the cooldown of Battle Cry, the Pain Train PvP talent, so I keep them separately so I can use, maybe I'll get a druid to root me, and I'll need Avatar to break out of the root, and I can charge a rope, boom, and fight him or whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. Not really good explaining my rotation. You just watch it, you can see what the abilities that I'm using, and it's pretty simple. And like I said, there'll be a link in the description below with the ARMS compendium on Google Docs. It goes into way better detail than I can. And that's gonna be it. Thank you, and until next time.